If there's one thing we know, it's that cruise lines continuously are changing protocols to keep crew members and passengers safe. It may be frustrating to us cruisers to try to keep up with current protocols, but we know that it is so important. Cruise lines now have a new protocol that they're using to help keep crew especially, but also passengers safe. They are safely removing crew members who are infected with COVID-19 to other ships that are not in service around the Caribbean. Royal Caribbean is doing this and Carnival is doing this as well. We have exclusive video today of Carnival Cruise Line transferring an infected crew member from the Carnival Vista to another ship. We're going to share that with you and all the latest cruise news right now on Island Time. A big happy Friday to all you Islanders. It's been a great week and welcome to the show. We are exactly where we need to be in the islands. Island Time. I am your host Derek and we have the latest on cruise news in today's show, including exclusive video from the Carnival Vista of Carnival removing at least one, if not more, crew members who are infected with COVID-19 and moving them to ships who are out of service. We will get to that video. They're not the only cruise line to do that. Royal Caribbean is doing the same, but let's rewind for a second. Let's just rewind and see how we got here. Cruise lines continue to change protocols weekly, sometimes even daily, and I know it's frustrating, but we're keeping up with all of them. We know that Norwegian had big cruise news this week as they canceled a couple of sailings. The Norwegian Pearl was sailing, an active sailing, and they canceled the cruise mid-cruise and came back because crew numbers, that's what we're talking about today. Crew numbers of infected or isolated crew members are high. The Norwegian Pearl simply could not provide the cruise experience that they needed to, and maybe even keeping guests safe because so many crew members were in isolation or tested positive for COVID-19, and that's prompted Norwegian to do some things. It's prompted Royal Caribbean and Carnival to do some things as well. Let's get to Royal Caribbean first. Royal Caribbean announced that it is moving crew members who have tested positive for COVID-19 to 2 out-of-service ships. These are ships that you probably see sometimes when you're cruising and you're at a local port and you can see those ships off in the distance. They're not in service yet. They have crew members on board. They may have a plan to return to service very soon, but they're not in service yet. The Vision of the Seas and the Rhapsody of the Seas are both being used to transfer crew members from a variety of places in the Caribbean to house them so they can serve their quarantine there. Their 10-day quarantine, receive medical attention if that's needed, and of course to protect crew members who are on board ships that are in service. Okay, there's all kinds of things to talk about and reasons why cruise lines would do this. While Royal Caribbean has not announced the exact number of crew members that have been moved from their home ship to these ships, they did share that approximately 100 asymptomatic or mildly symptomatic crew members have been moved to the Rhapsody of the Seas from various ships, and they serve their quarantine there, they receive the medical attention there, and they do go back to their home ships eventually. But let's look at Carnival because this is where the exclusive video is. I will show it now. Carnival is doing the same thing using, as far as we know, the Carnival Sensation and maybe other ships, but as of now, we know the Carnival Sensation has been in use. And we were all kind of confused when the Carnival Sensation's date, return to service date, was moved back. We all didn't know why. And maybe this was a reason why. The Sensation is being used. This video is from a fellow Islander who was on the Carnival Vista. He embarked on December the 24th. That was the day that we actually got off of the Carnival Vista. We were on there December the 17th through the 24th. He felt like, hey, I need to record this. It was a smaller ship that was up against the Carnival Vista, and you can see in this video there is a capsule, okay, a module here that says Passenger Isolation Module. And this module is being used to transfer infected crew members who have COVID-19 to the Carnival Sensation and or other ships where they can serve out their quarantine. And they do not remain on board these ships that are in service. We know how tight crew quarters are, and cruise lines are doing everything they can right now to battle and combat COVID-19 and the spread of COVID-19 on board. Protecting crew members, like I said earlier, is just as important as protecting passengers, and that's what Carnival is doing here, and Royal Caribbean is doing the same. Removing them from on board helps keep others safe and can limit the spread of COVID-19 on board. It's a great idea, it really is. Local ports would also agree that this is the way they want to go, right? As ships enter into local ports, we know this, they have to share how many positive cases they have on board as they share the manifest of crew and passengers. And if cruise lines are able to take off crew who test positive on embarkation days, like this video shows, then that means that the count that they have to share with local ports and local governments, that count is lower because they're taking off crew members who have positive cases. It's a strategic and smart play from Carnival and Royal Caribbean. These crew members, like I said, they receive care on board the respective ships that come back on board, but it's just the latest protocol and policy and something that Carnival, Royal Caribbean, and probably other cruise lines are doing that's not going to be found on media. The cruise lines and the cruise industry are doing everything they can to keep passengers and crew safe, and that is the news that I want to share. What do you think of this latest news? Is it smart? Is it cost effective? Are you okay with this, with crew members disembarking from the home ship, going to another ship for a while, and coming back? I want to know your thoughts. Share them below, and I will be sure to comment on whatever you post. Be sure, give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, this content, and if you're not an Islander yet, we're so close to our goal of 5,000. Please consider subscribing and ringing that bell to receive notifications when we upload content. Islanders, I hope you have an awesome Friday and an even better weekend. We will be here to share all the latest news this weekend right here on Island Time.